How's it going, everyone? My name is Ark7, and welcome back to the Commander's Den. On this episode, we're going to be taking a look at some of the Marvel spoilers. And specifically, we're going to be taking a look at the interesting dual lands that have come out of this set. As you can see as I cycle through these lands, they all come in untapped and all tap for a colorless. However, the very interesting thing about these lands is they can also tap for 1 mana of 2 colors. And the only criteria you have to meet to get this effect is it either had to enter this turn or you have to control a basic land. Now, obviously, that's a ridiculously easy criteria to meet, so I imagine these lands are going to be seeing a ton of play. Now, to be honest with you, I wasn't even sure how excited I was actually going to be for this set. Honestly, I'm more of a DC guy than a Marvel guy, but I do like my Marvel as well. But as I looked more and more into the spoilers, this set actually has quite a few interesting cards that I'm actually pretty excited for, and these lands are definitely some of those. Now, something I found interesting about these lands, and maybe it's coincidence and maybe it's not, was that they tapped for colorless. And why is that interesting? Well, if you remember, Thanos the Mad Titan was revealed, and when he was revealed, his power ability specifically cost a colorless in its cost. Now, we obviously already have a cycle of lands that can tap for 2 colors, but also tap for colorless, and like the Zap lands, that will ping you for 1 every time you tap them for a color. But in all actuality, these are actually going to probably be even better than those, as all that you have to do is have a basic land, and you don't even have to get zapped every time you tap them then. I think these lands are actually going to compare quite well to something like the Verge lands that came out a little bit ago. For those of you who don't know, the Verge lands are a series of lands that enter and can tap for a color, but can tap for another color if you control a different kind of basic. And I actually think these new lands are actually better than those Verge lands. The reason being is this new cycle of lands can enter and tap for 1 of 2 colors immediately. You don't even have to worry about controlling a basic land on the first use. It's pretty much just a regular dual land. While with the Verge land, you have to make sure you control 1 of at least 2 other basics, which means if you're playing that turn 1, you can only ever get 1 color out of that. And with the Verge lands floating around somewhere around the realm of $10, I imagine these lands probably will follow suit and be fairly expensive lands, especially since they're going to see a lot of use in Standard. I'll probably dig more into the Marvel spoilers in the next coming days, but let me know if you're interested in this set. Has the spoilers changed your mind on this set? Are you more excited about it now than you were before? Let me know in the comments below, and thanks for watching.